very good evening to everyone. So today we would like to have a discussion regarding the first video, which is communication problem. Who would like to go first?
Me. In the video, I can see that I have found two root causes, which is paralinguistic and proxemics. And the first root causes is proxemics. Proxemics occur when Mrs. Richard invading the gentleman personal space. When you can see in the video that the Mrs. Richard invading personal space of the gentleman because she interrupt the conversation. Without the conversation, Mr. Gentleman with the receptionist to act. She don't keep her distance because she without waiting the conversation to end, she start to interrupt the conversation.
I agree with your points as it is related to my points, which is egocentrism. Mrs. Richard, she sees herself as the center of attention, and she wants the receptionist as well as the receptionist to actually focus on her. But in this situation, the receptionist was attending the gentleman. Therefore, she was not only invading the personal space of the receptionist and Mr. Thurston, but as well as that, she is being very rude towards her own desire right now.
Yeah, as for me, she should be patient and wait the conversation to end.
Yes, I agree with that.
As Latisha has explained my point, which is egocentrism, I would like to add on my point regarding the video. What I can see the is that Mrs. Richard is a very egoistic person, as she only wanted the attention only on her, as she wanted the receptionist to entertain her, even though she came after the gentleman, which is Mr. Thurston, and she keep on insisting and pressuring the receptionist, even though she has told so many times that she has to wait first until she has finished her problem and matter with Mr. Thurston. But Mrs. Richard insisted on keep on being angry at her for not entertaining her.
As I heard everyone's points, I believe that somehow my points are related to both Batusha and Ani's points, which is egocentrism. Well, it is related to my points, which is defensiveness. What I can see from the video itself, defensiveness can be seen when Mrs. Richard was rude and tried to defend that she was the one that the receptionist should entertain instead of the other gentleman, which was Mr. Thurston. Even though she was the second person to arrive there, but she defined that she needs to be entertained first, as she needs the cab, the change for the cab. And the second point will be she even defend herself that she is not deaf when the receptionist yelled at her, as the receptionist was annoyed because of her rudeness.
When candidate Kaka mentioned about Mrs. Richard telling the receptionist that she was not deaf, this comes towards my points, which is paralinguistic. The receptionist actually shouted Mr. Tester's name to tell that she was actually attending Mr. Tester's first towards Mrs. Richard, who was being absolutely rude in the video. And she showed her mixed emotions using her tone. For instance, she was actually really friendly when she was attending Mr. Thurston. However, when Mrs. Richard interrupted her, there was a slight annoyance in her tone, and towards the video goes when the video goes on and on, the receptionist's tone went on being mixed between anger and also annoyed to actually show her emotions that she was simply annoyed at Mrs. Richard.
Yes, I do agree with Batusha, which is paralinguistic is occur because the guest use stress word when Mrs. Richard tell to the receptionist what she actually want. She want the change for the cab. When she asked the question, she stressed the word, don't shout, I am not deaf. And the tone and the pitch that the guest use is not appropriate for the receiver, and the paralinguistic must be balanced so that the communication problem is not occur.
I do agree with both of you, as my points are also paralinguistics. As we all can see in the video, the pitch changes from lower pitch to a high pitch really quick because because of Mrs. Richards' rudeness and her attitude and her manners towards the receptionist and the gentleman himself. So I believe that paralinguistics should be one of the main cause and root causes why the communications problem occur.
Okay, I would like to add on my main root causes that I have seen in the video is that there are two situations in the video, which the first one is that Mrs. Richard problem with the receptionist, and the second one is her problem with the bellboy. What I can see in the video is that the problem that caused the problem to occur is that regionalism, because we can see that the bellboy is from Barcelona and Mrs. Richard is from Britain. They both have a different culture and different slang, so it is hard for both of them to deliver what they actually want to tell each other. And we can see that both of them are having trouble in understanding each other. And it is obvious to see that the bellboy, the man there, doesn't understand anything what Mr. Richard is trying to say with him.
I do agree with your point, and that also could be. Sorry.
Excuse me. You want to go first? Okay. Sorry for the interruption. So I do agree with your points regarding regionalisms. However, I still believe that paralinguistic would be best for root causes of the problems, because like the three of us stated just now, the pitch changes from time to time because of the attitudes and the manners of the two parties that was in the video. And I believe that paralinguistic would be like I said just now, would be the best for the root causes of the communication problems occurs.
I agree with all of your points, but however, I simply think that my point is much more stronger, which is paralinguistic and egocentrism, because as we can see, when the receptionist actually changed her tone from being friendly towards being angry, that's how paralinguistic works. And then egocentrism, when she wanted everyone to actually focus on her for her demands.
Okay, I want to add, which is paralinguistic is occur with two parties, and I am very agree with that, because the receptionist also use the high pitch when dealing with the Mrs. Richard. Yes.
So I believe that the major root causes would be. So the root causes for this video would be paralinguistics and egocentrism, as we all agreed to it. So let's move on to our next discussion, and that will be problem statement. I would like to go first. So my problem statement will be manners and attitude plays an important role in having a conversation between two parties. Why do I say so? This is because when we are talking to other person and having a conversation with other person, we still need to have that manners and attitudes and respect towards the other person, because I mean everyone have to have that kind of feelings. So we still need to have manners and attitudes when it comes to having a conversation between the other person.
Thank you, Afrika. So I will move on with my problem statement, which is misleading communication can deliver different meaning of the messages than what it actually tries to convey. For example, when we are communicating with other people from another region, it is always a problem that occurs, which are language barrier. We always misinterpret what the other person is saying because we don't understand what they are actually trying to deliver to us. So by having problem with delivering messages, it will lead to communication breakdown between two parties.
Okay, my problem statement would be that one must stop being self-centered as it will cause more hassle. The world does not revolve around us. There are plenty of more people that have much more problems than us. Hence, why we need to actually look around us, and then like the video, Mrs. Richard didn't actually didn't pay attention to what was happening in front of her. The receptionist was attending another person. She should have waited first and not make her ego the main thing at that moment, at that particular moment.
So my problem statement for the paralinguistic is different tone and pitch can lead to communication problem. Why I state this? Because when someone use high tone and pitch, it shows that you are angry. So we must balance our tone and pitch, because this is show we respect them.
I agree with the three of you, but between all of us, I believe that Anis problem statement will be the best because when it comes to misleading communication, um, it does gives us communication breakdown when we try to encode and decode information that we don't understand. And I believe that misleading communication can actually deliver different meaning because sometimes one word can actually can have a lot of meanings. So
I also agree with Anis for our problem statement. It does not only affect on the language barrier, it is as well as what is happening to our culture. Like for instance, when I say something to candidate kakak, this word could have two different meanings, and then it could be interpreted into something else, and that can cause a problem as well as leading to a major problem.
I do agree with problem statement Anis, which is misconception can lead to problem in communication.
alright, so I believe that we all of us have agreed to our problem statement, which is misleading communication can deliver different meaning of the messages that what it actually tries to convey. We are at the end of our discussion, so let's move on to our final discussion, which is the solution of our problem statement. Who would like to go first?
I would like to go first. Okay, my solution for this problem statement is that workplace etiquette must be handled professionally. As we can see in the videotape, the receptionist was not treating the customer right, even though she was being rude in the first place. However, customer is always right. Hence, you are representing your workplace. You need to respect your customer, even though they are actually rude. Be nice to them. Do not throw away that annoying tone of yours to actually claim that she is wrong. Be nice. And then in the end, if one can respect, the other should actually respect so that no hassle would happen. That's my point.
Okay, my solution is quite the same with your solution. For receptionist, she need to be more ethic when it comes to first to serve the guest, because in workplace we need more ethic and responsible.
Alright, I agree with both of you. As for my solution, we should be balanced in what we are facing at that particular moment. Why do I say so? For example, you're in a workplace, as we can see in the video. If we are at that place, we should be professional, just like you said. We should be professional. And in some other place, you might, for example, if you go to the night market, that particular place, that will be, you should like be happy or be spontaneous. But in that particular moment and place, you should be professional and don't just put your emotions first. You need to consider others too. I'm not gonna put any faults for between those parties, but I believe that both are at fault.
However, I have a different understanding for the solution, because I think that we should study other people's culture, and if we don't understand their culture, we should at least make an effort to actually respect their culture. In the video, we can see that Mrs. Richard are not respecting Manuel because she talks very rudely, and to stop it from occurring, she should have actually waited the receptionist from entertaining the Mr. Justin, so that she can actually just straight away ask the receptionist about her problem.
I agree with any solution because this is because the regionalism problem occurs in that particular place. However, Mrs. Richard in the very first place should have been patient regarding her matter.
I agree with both of you because somehow it related to each one another, and I believe that everyone should agree that at the end of our solution, we should just respect to each other.
Yes.
And I believe that we agreed
Yes.
that I would probably think that your solution would be the best for these communication problems because workplace etiquette must be handled professionally.
I agree.
I do agree with Luca's point, regarding we should have a very professional etiquette in handling our problem in workplace.
So I believe that everyone's agreed that the solution should be workplace etiquette must be handled professionally.